Fairy Tail is nothing short of an emotional roller coaster, to say the very least. It may be a very, very jovial and happy-go-lucky series on the surface, but when you dig a little bit deeper and it does come down to it, Fairy Tail is absolutely notorious for reaching over to the other side of the spectrum and having some absolutely heart-jerking moments within the story. So today, here we're going to actually be counting down the saddest moments within the story of Fairy Tail. And kicking this list off in the number 5 spot, we have a spoiler for animes only, so bear this in mind. Spoilers! Spoilers! Spoilers up ahead. Turn around. Go back. If you're not looking for spoilers in terms of the Fairy Tail manga and anime series, I recommend that you don't listen in on my 5th choice. But with that aside, as I said before, kicking this list off at the number 5 spot, we have Juvia's death within the Alvarez War. Now, before I get berated with comments, yes, I'm aware of the fact that Juvia did end up coming back after her death. However, that still in no way whatsoever takes away from the impact that this moment within the story had on me personally. Like, I'm the last person to get emotional over fictional deaths or sad moments within the story that's fictional and whatnot, but this right here, this scene still freaking got to me. I was literally bawling my eyes out. As well, to see Gray in such a traumatized state, like the person who he loved so dearly was literally taken from his grasp in the blink of an eye, right out from under him, and we see his reaction where he's just absolutely losing his shit with the lifeless Juvia in his arms. Oh my god! It gives me goosebumps even just talking about it. So sad. But yeah, Juvia's death, one of the saddest moments in the entirety of the story of Fairy Tail. And in the number 4 spot on this list, we have the death of Aquarius. Now, some people who don't like Lucy and like to see her suffer and whatnot probably got a kick out of this moment, but for me, I absolutely love the character that Lucy has become within the story of Fairy Tail. I liked her from the beginning, but I really like how Hiro Mashima has progressed with her on as a character. And just seeing how broken she became, like Aquarius was really one of her first friends within the story of Fairy Tail. Of course, Aquarius wouldn't want to admit that she considers Lucy to be Nakama, but this scene just absolutely tore me to shreds emotionally. Like in the manga form, it was ripping me apart. But to see it animated into the anime adaptation, holy shit, yo! Like, this scene is just too sad not to be on this list. And coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the death of future Lucy. Oh my, I don't even know where to start with this. Like, if I'm to be completely honest, it would have been Lucy. It would have been our Lucy, but to see future Lucy, Lucy's future self, save her past self from the wrath of future Rogue, just tore me to shreds, like, especially with Natsu's reaction, bearing in mind the fact that it wasn't even the Lucy he knew, and the Lucy that he grew up and kind of, like, over the span of Fairy Tail got to know. And when future Lucy asked to see her guild mark, like, oh my god, she presumably lost her arm and whatnot, that was just, oh my god. But the greatness of the scene and what really solidifies it as one of the saddest scenes in the entirety of Fairy Tail is the happy ending that future Lucy got. She got to be reunited with her friends within the Golden Grasslands. It just really went to show how she just can't live without her Nakama, and to see her running hand in hand with Natsu off to go on more adventures, just oh my, it really got to me, and it just solidified this greatness. And coming into the number 2 spot, we have the death of Silver Fullbuster. Again, this just tore me apart. Prior to this moment within the story of Fairy Tail, I didn't like Gray in the slightest. I fucking hated Gray. But to see him have his father torn away from him and knowing the troublesome past that he's been put through, just holy shit. Like, this scene genuinely brought me to tears. And to see Gray not capable of slaying his own father, the enemy within the Tartarus arc, especially in the anime adaptation with the animation, like, holy shit, like, this scene just tore my heartstrings apart, yo. I couldn't even believe what was going on in front of me. Overall, though, this scene was so fucking sad and well deserving of the number 2 spot on this list. And coming in at the number 1 spot, the saddest moment in all of Fairy Tail is the death of Igneel. Now, this scene, I lost it with this scene. Like, just bearing in mind how much Natsu loved his father figure, Igneel. Like, Natsu never even knew his parents or even his brother up until very recently, up until that point in time as well. All he had was Fairy Tail, and before Fairy Tail even, he had Igneel. And even with Fairy Tail by his side, we still saw him always searching for his father, Igneel. And within Tartarus, we finally see him find his father, or well, his father kind of found him. But specifics aside, to see the beastly beast Acnologia just slay Natsu's father, like, just right in front of him again, especially in the adaptation where Natsu just screams his father's name within the anime, the music, the flashbacks of Natsu and Igneel at a young age. Holy shit, yo. Oh my god, this scene left me bawling my eyes out, and it's definitely deserving of the number 1 spot as the saddest moment in all of Fairy Tail. But that's going to do it for my personal top 5 list in terms of my top 5 saddest scenes in all of Fairy Tail. What are your guys' saddest scenes within Fairy Tail? Tell me in the comments of this video. Like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for some more Fairy Tail content. Peace.